interesting human beings that take up residence on OkCupid and Tinder. Oh. What?
Tomahawk with an Indian headdress.
Yep. First of all, why would you put professional pictures up of yourself in compromising situations? If you're presenting yourself one way on Tinder, please stick with it.
He tried to make himself look like Macklemore in a thrift shop style fur jacket, Playboy style,
On
over a car. Picture, please.
With
Pull sticks covering your junk.
And
And the fact that you can cover your junk with a pull stick, really, that's what every woman wants.
Let's discuss for a second the lies that people like to tell on is it more on OkCupid? It's more on OkCupid because on OkCupid you actually like
Get men that talk to you.
Yeah,
It's different. They're sociable.
and you
they
have to-
try harder. They
Yeah.
try harder.
you have to fill out a dating profile, or you should. I mean, if you're on that kind of a website and you don't have your dating profile filled out, it's really sketch. But the thing that I noticed the most about being on Tinder and being on OkCupid is, do you get asked a lot how tall you are? Because I get asked how tall I am all the time.
No, apparently I just look short as fuck.
Hey.
It's no better than bitches asking men how tall they are.
Well,
Oh,
and
you're 5'8"? I'm sorry, that's not good enough. No.
personally, I don't care about that. I don't care how tall you are, unless you lie to me about it. For example, I went on a date with a guy who claimed to be 5'6" and of average build.
What is your term of average?
If I can put my thumb and my index finger around your wrist, you're not average sized. So,
Means you're thin. Pick up a weight, bitch. Don't make me laugh. Oh, that burns.
the creepiest thing that happened was we went back to his place to have drinks. Besides the fact that it looked like I thought I might die, to be 100%
It's a
honest.
scene from Hills Have Eyes. If you haven't watched it, please.
He had me stand up. He goes, "Hey, stand up." I'm like, "Why?" He said, just stand up. I want to show you something." I go, "Okay." So I stood up. And then he walks up and faces me and gets about 5 inches away from me. And he's staring into my eyes. And I backed up and I'm like, what's happening right now? And he's like, "You're about to see the real me." And I just looked at him and I'm like, what does that mean, the real you? And he's like, just wait a second. And I'm like,
I would have thought he was post-op.
I'm like looking. I'm looking around everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is about to happen? When he takes off his boots, he already was not 5'6". He was more along the lines of 5'4". So that was he was 5'6" in his profile, and now he's 5'4" with the boots on. And he takes the boots off. The boots had a heel. The heel was maybe 2.5 inches. Now he's like boob level, staring at me.
That's where they look anyway.
Telling me this is the real me. Like, this was a date, man. I came back here to have some beers and like shoot the shit with you. I did not come back here to get intimate on that level.
It's like a scene from Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory when the Oompa Loompas come out. No, after I hear your stories, mine were fine. There was nothing wrong at all. Like the guy, I just had to tell her to leave her the fuck alone because he couldn't understand why she blocked him from every little thing.
I stopped talking to him over a week ago because we hung out and I told him I'm not looking for anything serious, and we had hung out and then we don't hang out anymore. And
it's always a bad sign when a man brings a bottle of Fireball with him on a date.
he got into my car with a bottle of Fireball and goes,
Drinks it right out the bottle.
"You want some?" I'm driving.
Dick, man.
Absolutely, I don't drive for a living or anything. I'd love to get a DUI, which I know that you have on your criminal record because you told me. And she told me.
I was about to say, DUI, possession of marijuana. The guy's like straight.
Well, what is
white
the other?
boy thugging.
Packing heat.
Yeah.
Within 1,000 feet of a school. Packing heat within 1,000 feet of a church.
2 churches, not one.
Oh,
2 churches. From a school, 2 churches. It had to been a park because that's really the only one you can get arrested for here.
I told him that I wasn't looking for anything serious. I told him I was going to visit my family. I didn't have time to talk to him anyway because I'm a really busy person. When I tell you I'm busy and you decide to text me repeatedly, like 8 times in a row, and then when I don't answer you on text message, you start Facebook messaging me. And you send me 4, 5, 6 Facebook messages, and I have to mute. Because there's a way that you can do that. Just for everyone to know, if someone is bothering you and you want to deal with it later, you don't necessarily block them because you want to kind of keep an eye on what's going on. If you, in the Facebook Messenger app, if you slide to the left and you hit mute, you can select how long you would like to mute that for. From an hour to 24 hours to indefinitely. I didn't know that. You're welcome. I muted it. And I'll put this in there. He was messaging me on Facebook and I was ignoring him because I had muted him. And then he started messaging me on text and he messaged me saying, I'll cut you, with the little emoticon of a butcher knife. I showed you this.
I thought it was an LOL. There was no LOL. No LOL. LOL it, people. If you're not serious, JK, distraction.
He didn't do that. He didn't. He said, I'll cut you. And then an hour later,
Pending his record, I wouldn't put it past him.
And then an hour later, I'm just joking. Why'd you wait an hour to text me that?
Yeah, you pick winners. Mine are definitely normal.
Why? Then, in light of that conversation, because it just kept going on and on. I never thanked you for the pizza the other night, or the wine, because, I paid for pretty much everything.
And you picked him up.
And I picked him up. Thanks for the ride, thanks for the wine, thanks for this.
See how many red flags there was? At some point, she could have dropped him off on the corner and be like, here's the end of the ride. Thank you. Nah.
I don't do that. I'm real good at
Yes,
ignoring.
See why you should.
Ignoring. I'm just like, hey, I've got to the point where I'm like, let's see where this shit goes. Let's see how far it'll go. Let's see how weird it's gonna get. So I blocked this guy on literally every platform you could possibly block someone on. I blocked his number on my phone, and then I blocked him on Facebook, forgetting about all the little other things that I had followed him on. I met him on Tinder, so I forgot to unmatch him because I wasn't really using it. Then I get a message, and it wasn't just one message. It was 3 days later. I got 6, or was it 7? 7? It was 7 messages on Tinder, all from this guy. I'm really smashed right now. And he sent that one not once but twice.
Can we air him out?
Yeah.
Girls, if you ever meet anyone named Sean, run. Like the fucking wind, run.
Sent me 8 messages on fucking Tinder. Just repeatedly. And then he said, hey, we should get together and debrief. I don't want to talk to you. I blocked your number and I blocked you on Facebook. And why do you say debriefing?
I don't want to talk to you. I want to debrief.
Then he
a
said,
fucking meeting,
if you're not down, it would have been a mission to get the fuck away from him. He sent me, if you're not into it, just unmatch me. And then he sent me, you probably will. And then he sent me, you're so predictable. So I unmatched him, thinking that it would just go away. 3 more days go by. We're eating sushi from the drive-thru sushi place that we regrettably got sushi from tonight. Because we broke. I look down at my phone while I'm waiting for the guy to hand us our sushi, and I see that she accepted my request to follow him on Instagram. And then I realized, oh my god, I forgot that I did that. I'm gonna go block him right now. Are you accepting my Instagram follow request?
You want to know why? It's because she's blocked him on everything else, and that was his last resort of apparently trying to be some triumphant knight in shining armor.
So then I block him, and everything's cool. I don't have any more notifications on my Instagram account And then we get home, we realize we forgot to get juice for these lovely mimosas that we are drinking right now. So I go and I'm coming back and I'm scrolling through my phone and I notice I have a new notification on my Instagram. And I notice I have a direct message. I'm like, who sent me a direct message? So I pull it up and he said, hey kiddo, get away from me. So I came back and I told Tris, I said, please message him and tell him to stop talking to me.
Yeah. So either way, she gives me the responsibility because she can't tell this man to leave her alone, being that he's blocked him from everything. So she gave me the responsibility to tell him to fuck off, pretty much, in nicer words, not so mean. Hey, Rachel isn't wanting anything to do with dating at all, which unfortunately includes you. So she's blocked you from everything possible in hopes the matter would just disappear. It's not working, obviously. So I'm relaying the message, please leave her alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 messages later from this man.
Text message number 1.
Okay. 2, I probably should have taken the hints. So that's showing he acknowledged she didn't want anything to do with him without being flat out blatant, like, get the fuck away from me. Pretty much acknowledged the hints. But in all sense, they're really not hints. They're pretty clear fucking cut. Didn't know I seemed so crazy about it. Hold on, that's not done. To where she has to get a friend to message me. Anyone, no big deep.
He's drunk.
He meant deal. He probably was. He's very honest about it. Okay, anyway, y'all be good. Y'all be good. Mine. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for the formal notification. Shockingly, he's left me the fuck alone. Oh no, you know what? She told her story. Let me tell you about creme brulee. You think Tinder is bad until your friend sets you up on a blind date. Man, sit down for this one. This man's a convicted felon out of Orange County. That was always lovely. Needless to say, this is the terrible part about the date was just over casually. Let me say casually, over dinner. It's a, you know, if this stuff works out and we move in together.
What?
You
didn't tell me he said that.
He said
Oh my god.
Yeah, now it gets even worse. Yeah, so he's, oh, if this works out, you know, when we move in together, we talk about our dogs, getting along, typical stuff like that. Me, I have commitment issues. I'm gonna flat out tell you that now. That's why I just don't date. I don't like it. I don't want to think about forever right now.
Needy bitch.
Greedy, not needy. And then next thing you know, he's wanting me to drive all the way to motherfucking Orlando for his damn American Got Talent 2 days after we met. Just 2 days after we met. He wants me to drive my happy ass all the way to Orlando to see it, and then he's gonna get us Universal passes and get married and live happily ever after. A bunch of Oobleé babies running.
Best part, after all of this happened, he tried to ask me out on a date.
After he just went on a date with me.
I told him I wasn't interested and he got really angry. I'm sorry, but if a woman turns you down, there's no need to get angry.
Girl code. Girl code. You men have your secret fucking things. Women do too. Women do not date their best friends. They don't go on a date with somebody they went on a date with. They don't do the boyfriend. It's always no, it's just girl code. Even if girl code wasn't in the books,
That's probably the worst one, huh? You know who we can talk about?
that one.
So immediately following my divorce, I couldn't sleep. For months, couldn't sleep. Was getting 2 and 3 hours of sleep a night. I drugged myself with Unisom, Tylenol PM, NyQuil. Nothing worked. So one night I had taken some Unisom and it didn't work. And I was like, whatever, I guess I'll hang out with somebody, maybe we can watch a movie. So I was like, I invited this guy that I met on Tinder over. And we were like, hey, let's watch a movie. I don't know, whatever. This guy comes over. This guy is a train wreck. He comes over. He grabbed my ass within like 10 seconds of meeting me. Like full ass.
That's record time.
Right? And immediately starts trying to kiss me. And then,
By kiss, do you mean violently trying to stick your tongue down your throat? That's not attractive either, men.
Nope.
Cut that shit out.
You know what else isn't attractive? If we do start making out, do not slap me in the face and say, "You like that, huh?"
See by this terrified face that I am like borderline gonna call stranger danger.
This couch keeps falling apart. Let's take it to the bedroom.
Not
No.
this couch, FYI.
This couch keeps falling apart. Maybe we should move to the bedroom so we can cuddle. No, I can't. This is before all the roommate stuff was out of what is my room now. So I was sharing a bed with Tris. I can't. My room, and I didn't want to do anything with him anyway. I can't. My roommate, I promised her that I wouldn't do anything in her bed.
My bed? You tried to fuck in my bed.
We did not.
I will hunt your ass down and beat the shit out of you with it.
This guy is like, "Oh, come on, please. We don't have to do anything. I just want to hold you." Don't lie to me. No,
I just slapped you 2 seconds ago and I just want to cuddle.
No. How about no? I'm gonna go with no. So then, I wound up kicking him out, and I'm a night owl, so I
should
stay
have
up.
physically kicked his ass out.
I stay up pretty late anyway, and I was like, my roommate's gonna be home every now and then. Well, we can't go in the bed, can we? And go to sleep? No, we can't. Oh, well, I don't want to sleep on this couch because it's falling apart. Sucks. Maybe you should go home. Well, I don't want to go home because I live in North Tampa. Oh, well, that sucks. He's like, well, I can go to work because I work at the Rowdy's Den. That was Rowdy's guy. Not a soccer player.
You have to clarify that one.
I did have to clarify that one. I can go into work. They have couches and they have a huge locker room and they have lazy boys and they have this and they have that. I'm like, okay, great. Help me think up an excuse. I don't know, tell me you want to play an Xbox. And he just stares at me and he gets really angry and he's like, well, I could play Xbox at home. And I'm like, I don't know, get out. Like, leave. I don't want you here anymore. Why are you still talking to me? Get the fuck out of my house. And he didn't know how to take the hint. And he was so upset and he was so mad. And then he finally like grabbed his shit and left. And it was the weirdest situation ever. And I'm sorry, but if you're like 29, 30 years old and you still act like that, you shouldn't be able to procreate.
You should tell them about the Ybor idea. The great
Oh,
Ybor City idea.
I forgot. So we're talking, and this is right before I kicked him out. He's being really gross, making a lot of advances that I'm rejecting, and he legitimately said, "Hey, we should go to Ybor, and we should pick up an 18-year-old, and we should just use her and throw her away." Why?
Some men just shouldn't be able to date, period.
Or breathe.
Like I said, I thought I had terrible dates until I met this girl. She just attracts crazy.
Hopefully this video was educational, I guess.
Thank you for listening to us bitch and rant.